Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. You guys are tuned into the Market Beast edition. Fellow compadre joining you here, guys. Once again, of course, we're going to take a look at Zoom, guys. Zoom is in a very interesting position, to say the least. Okay. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's really simple what we do here. We take a look at the support, resistance and support and patterns. And that's it. It's really simple, guys. And if that piques your interest, just we ask that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to be alerted where we see the markets going before it happens. Leave an appropriate thumb below the video and just engage in the comment section, guys. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It's really good for the channel here. So again, guys, Zoom is looking interesting to say the least. We're going to dive back into the charts. We're going to revisit the video that we came out with previously. I had somewhat of a bullish tone on the previous video. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I have nothing to lie about. Okay. If I get this stuff wrong, I'll get it wrong. If I get it right, we'll bring that to your attention as well. But let's not ramble, guys. Let's just go ahead and get into this Zoom here chart here, shall we? All right. So today is December the 2nd, 2020. And the previous close of Zoom is going to be $406.31, down about 15% for the day. Okay. Okay, guys, what I've done is the chart is blank, but I've actually put up some of the old lines that we had on the chart, the range and the projection cone. But before we get into that, let's revisit the previous video where I had more of a bullish tone. Okay. But it's important to not take bits and pieces of the videos that we come out with and use them in the favor in which that you're on the side, whatever side of the market that you're in. In other words, don't take the bullish tone that I've taken in the end of the video and not listen to the precautions that I also mentioned in the video. So what I'm saying is just take a listen and what I said to pay attention to in the markets. And that information in this video goes as follows. It's posted November the 30th. So just take a listen on what I said, guys. Okay. All right. So that's the level right there, guys. That's the previous level of resistance. So believe it or not, although the price looks really nice, it opened at 485. Zoom still has not accomplished a higher high in this short-term downtrend. Hopefully you all agree. You can agree and you say, okay, yeah, you're right. I see that. Down, up. Okay. So right now it still has a potential to move down. Okay. So be mindful of that. But the only thing it needs to do now is just get above this level here, $500. And if it gets rejected, that's fine, because what we've already gone over millions of times is going to come into play. If it gets rejected at $500, then all it has to do is protect the previous level of resistance, which is going to be right here at about $475. So there you have it, folks. I don't know if the quality is good there on the sound, but we were just saying that. Keep in mind, let's just go ahead and reveal the chart, the patterns that we had on the charts previously here. Okay, so I put the projection cone back on the chart there. And again, if the quality wasn't good, guys, I'll just pretty much reiterate what we said in the video there. I said on the projection cone here, we had an up, down. We topped out. Hang on, let me just start over here. We went up and topped out. We went down. We made a lower high, made a lower low, lower high, lower low. And the price was trying to figure out what's going to happen next here as it got above the $475 level that I've literally been screaming on every single video. The price needs to get above $475 and stay above $475 to even start to get back into an uptrend in the Zoom instrument here. And one thing that I did say very clearly, is that even though the price looks good, I think it opened at about $485, it's still a lower high than the previous high, which is right here at about $500. Okay. So again, if it got above 475 and it held it as support and it broke through 500 and potentially get rejected and back to some sort of support, 475 or even $450 as a worst case scenario, as long as the buyers would have stepped in and continued the trend to the upside, Zoom would have had an opportunity to continue up. And I'm saying it as if it does not have an opportunity right now. We're going to go over a few things and I'll give you my honest opinion on what could play out here on Zoom. So since we have the older line, hopefully you guys remember this boxed area here. Okay. And just take a look. Hopefully we're leaving links in the videos, guys. We're very clear and what could play out. And we were saying that please expect volatility in the markets. And it's very clear that this was a lower high here when the price jumped above $475. It is a lower high than the previous high. We stated that in the video very clearly. Okay. I don't care if my opinion was much more of a bullish tone in that video, guys. Remember, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm not going to get this stuff right all the time. However, I will point out the evidence in the charts that you must take into consideration and not use bits and pieces to your advantage to make it seem as if you're on the right side of the market if you want it to go in a particular direction. And in this case, if you want it to go up, I mean, you'd have a biased opinion and just take every bits and pieces where I'm saying it's bullish and just kind of run with that. That's not the way to enter the markets, guys. First of all, you should have a strategy that you stick to that has worked over and over again, and use that to your advantage to enter and exit the markets. And of course, what I do on this video is just simply point out the support, resistance, and resistance support levels. That's pretty much it. So one thing that I will say is that Zoom is in a critical position now. I honestly think tomorrow's open is going to determine a lot on this symbol. Okay, the markets obviously closed, and we're going to open up a new market day today. It is going to be, let's say today's Wednesday, so it's just in the wee hours right now. We're going to open this Zoom instrument, and it's going to be very interesting to see how it opens. Now, one thing that I will point out for you guys right here in this rectangular box here, guys, if the buyers do not step in within this rectangular range, expect to see some price action that probably the average person won't be able to stomach. I'll just say that. I don't mean to scare anyone, but we've been screaming this hole in the chart, this crater just below the price action on the monthly. Just pull up the monthly really quickly, guys. No, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to save that for another video, because I actually have a twist on this that actually could wake up the bulls here in a short to midterm, but we'll save that for another video. But again, these are the daily candles, and I just want to emphasize, guys, this is the last straw, okay, for the bulls. The bulls need to step in like yesterday, okay? Very simple to see on the chart here. November the 10th, there was a low, $375 approximately. November the 16th, there was a higher low, $383 approximately. Okay. And you can see here on the November the 12th, there was a high. Okay. 427. We made a higher high, 439. We made a higher low, 423. Okay. That was on about November the 24th. And then there was a higher high. Okay. Now what's going on is the sellers are obviously, they haven't left the market. They've literally been just watching the bulls and just waiting, and they just pounced on that price, yesterday, right? So they've been in the market. They're not leaving quietly. Okay. But it's really simple, guys, what we're up against right now. Zoom just made a lower low in this. Let's just take this price action right here, guys. Break this stuff down right here. Just these daily candles right here. In fact, let's just erase the projection cone as well. I'll just get rid of that. Okay. Really simple. Okay. Right now, Zoom just made a lower low than the previous support level. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. This is a low here in the price. It closed at about $406. This is a lower low than the previous low. What does that mean? Well, this very small, we're just looking at this range right here. Just looking at this range here. Okay. Although it's a lower low than the previous low, it is a higher high in this this little trend right here, right? A low, higher low, higher low. Okay. That's why I continue to emphasize it is so important that however this candle opens tomorrow, it will dictate how disgusting of an impulse leg to the downside this Zoom instrument is going to display on the charts here. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to happen. Does it look like it happened? It looks like this is the perfect setup to, slaughter the individuals who are long the market over $500. They're gonna get shaken out of their positions, guys. I can assure you that. Well, they're probably gonna be selling me some of their positions because I'm looking to go long on Zoom. I sold my position. I forget where it was. It was definitely at a loss. It was somewhere near, I don't know. Once it started breaking around the $415 level, I just got out of the market. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So what am I expecting to see now? Well, let's just say that tomorrow Zoom opens somewhere around $406. Okay. And let's just say that the sellers, they're running out of momentum. They're trying to push the price down, but they just don't have the juice. They just so happen to push it all the way down to, let's just use an example, I don't know, $396. Like they're trying to compromise $400, but they're just having a little bit of trouble. And maybe they spend another day trying to get the price below $400, and they're just unable to do that. That would technically be a higher low in this small trend right here. So what would happen next? Well, in my opinion, I think that the buyers are going to make an attempt to break above the previous resistance level. Where is the previous resistance level? Well, let's just erase the lines here, guys. We're back within this box, right? I think you can answer that question. The previous level of resistance is going to likely be at two places, okay? It'll be at the top of this box because, I mean, you remember when the price was bouncing around in here, down, up top of that box, bottom of that box, top, got rejected from the top of that box, and then broke out, okay? So now it's back within this box. So assuming that there will be some sort of pause in this downtrend and there's a little bit of activity going on within this box, expect to see a small bounce to the upside, okay? And again, that's the upside, the previous level of resistance on the price action within this box here is going to be at the top of this box at $432, okay? I opened a very small long position, very risky long position today as the price was continuing to dump out. It's only 3 days, so I mean, if I lose the entire position, that's fine, guys. It's such a small position. But I'm just testing the trend to see how much selling interest is actually in the market right now. And I'll be honest, from the higher time frames, it looks like there's sufficient selling interest, guys. I don't mean to laugh, for those of you who are long, but it truly looks like there is some real selling pressure in the market. And I'm not sure who entered this position, guys, to go long within this range. It may have been some amateurs. And I mean, not only are they going to get shaken out of their position if this thing continues to bleed out, but I'm telling you, the guys over 500 who are long, they're going to put some more selling pressure in the markets. And I'm telling you now, man, this gap down here will likely get filled in a very short period of time. And the gap's near $325. And I mean, that's a reasonable retracement. Let's see how much of a retracement that is from the current level. Let's see, it's about 19%. So I mean, that's a pretty decent haircut. I'll say that. And that's basically what I'm seeing here, guys. Let's pay attention to see how this candle opens tomorrow. If you guys are long the market, let's just hope for you guys that, the price spends at least about 72 hours within this range here. Let's say above 400. And if it gets a small dip below 400, that's fine, guys. As long as it holds this relative range, at least this line right here, I'd say about $398. Like if it starts getting below there, then things are probably going to get really, really bloody in the markets here. But let's wait. Let's see how this plays out. I'm currently long the market again on a small contract. I sold my actual stock into the market. But I'm currently have a small, very high risk long position to test the market. If it cannot get back above the top of this box, I'm going to have to put this thing down, guys. And honestly, it depends on how strong this downtrend is. I may get, wiped down on that small position that I just opened, and it just may gap down again and just complete devastation, guys. So just be open to that, guys. Okay. You have to be prepared. Don't overexpose yourself in these instruments, guys. Turn off the news, open up the chart, find the previous level of resistance, find the previous level of support, and you'll be just fine as you set your stops at just below the previous level supports, just in case you get a nasty move to the downside. But so far, Zoom still has a very small opportunity to push this price to the upside. It all depends on how we open tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. 72 hours, if the price holds a relative range just above $400, I'd say that there should be a small bounce in the price. How high that bounce is going to get, I'm not sure, guys. If it has trouble at this previous level here at about 432, you can expect to see more downwards pressure below the bottom of this box here at about $375. Okay. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know, did you invest in Zoom when it broke above $375? Are you guys still holding Zoom? Let us know. Where do you think Zoom's going to go within the next week or two? Is it going to continue going down? Is it going to go up? Let us know down in the comment section, guys. This is Napoleon Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to click that video on the screen just to make sure that we're staying consistent with our calls on the channel here. And that's it, guys. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk very soon. And bye for now.